video. So today we're starting our vlog in my kitchen because I'm just grabbing my lunch and I thought I would do a day in the life and bring you guys along with me because lately I've had no time to film any content, so I thought I would just show you what I'm up to. So I'm just grabbing my lunch ready for work now. It's about 6:20, so I'm just getting ready to head out and go over to work. So I'm going to just have some noodles. I didn't really have time to cook last night, so noodles it is. And I don't look like I'm dressed very warm, but I tend to leave some like yard things on the yard at work. So I've got a fleece there and a jacket, so I'll pop those on when I get there. But for now I just need to grab a coat and I'm ready to go. One thing I need to remember today is a stamp, because I need to send off Pippin's loan contract to her new loaner, and I keep forgetting because I haven't got a stamp, so I need to make sure I've got this and I can post it later today. To get myself some breakfast. I got myself a sausage and bacon roll because who doesn't love a Greggs to start the day? So for anyone who doesn't know what I do, I actually work at the Ebony Horse Club in Brixton as the admin and yard coordinator. So Ebony is essentially a youth work programme that works with the young people in the local area and our horses for a whole manner of respect to help them with their futures, their careers, any challenges they may be facing, as well as getting them up on the horses and riding. I was a little bit late today, so everyone's already been fed and turned out. So here we've got the boys enjoying a hay net and then the girls over here in the stalls doing the same. So I've just got to work now and today I'm on the yard, so I'm all yardy. So I'm going to head out now and start mucking out. So since we've been on for so long, I have completely forgotten all of the feeds. So having a feed tool up here is super handy, especially for me to remember what everyone gets so I don't mess anything up. All of our horses are mainly on chaff and balancer and soya oil, and a few of them might get an extra. But at the moment, no extras for these guys because they've been out on grass for so long, they don't need any more supplements. So here we have the chaff and the balancer. So let's get going. It's Rosy Posy. So because it's such a gorgeous, lovely sunny day today, we're going to bath some ponies. So I've just caught in Rose, who I'm going to bath now. So I've just caught in Rose, who I'm going to give a quick bath now. And I can't wait to get to this stunning little unicorn. A bit more unicorny. Because you're a bit of a mess, aren't you? Here she is. So there we go. Sorry, Blossom. Ross wants to come too. Sorry. Just a here. Be your turn later. Right, let's go. the lockdown. She's not actually been on the premises for as long, but she's settled in really nicely. She is a 12-year-old pink Blagden cocknut. So being a pink Blagden means that although she appears grey, she's actually got little bay hairs in her coat which makes her look pink. She's known here as the unicorn because of her gorgeous mane. Everyone loves patting her up and just playing ponies with her, so she's really fun to have on the yard. So at the minute I'm just patting her mane out of the way, ready to give her a bath so it stays a bit drier because being so thick it might take a lot longer to dry. So once it's all done, we'll get bathing. I'm using Dermaline. This because she's got quite a lot of feather and she can get really itchy legs. So as a preventative measure, we're using an insecticidal shampoo that will get rid of things like mites, because obviously with heavily feathered horses like cogs, they can be prone to mites. So just in case, we're going to give her a good wash today with some Dermaline just to make sure that she hasn't got any. I'm all high-vised up, so I'm just getting ready to take some of the horses out for a little hack now. So because they've been on lockdown for so long, they're a little bit unfit, so I'm just hacking them every day to get their fitness back up, ready for lessons at the end of this month. So I'm just getting my hat and everything ready, and then we can go. I have forgotten a hairband today, so I'm using one of my plaits to tie my hair up. So we've just come out to Ruskin Park with some of the horses, and I'm riding Bailey. So Bailey is a 6-year-old, turned 6 this year, and he's another fairly new addition to Ebony, but he's been a superstar so far. Obviously he is quite young, so he does remind me a lot of Marley because they're both as cheeky as each other, but he's definitely far better with the riding. So Ruskin Park is a park quite near to our centre that we're able to come out and ride in very thankfully, which is great to get the horses out and about. So we've got quite a lot of nice hacking despite being in the middle of London. our hats, so just giving them all some hay and water. 3 very good ponies, and then we're going to go off and have our lunch. Okay, so I'm just about to have my lunch, and I'm really bad for having breaks. I don't really take breaks. I tend to do like a working lunch, so I'm going to quickly do some admin on my lunch break. So we recently became a pony club centre, so at the minute we're doing lots of admin, filling in pony club forms for all of our members. So I'm going to get some of those out of the way now and just do that over my lunch break. So let's jump in. She is a 13-year-old piebald mare. She is about 14 hands and she is a superstar pony. So she's great for like our beginners because she's nice and steady. She's great on the lead rein, but also steps up a gear for our more experienced riders. She's an amazing jumper and absolutely loves the gymkhana. But she hates clipping, so she's currently cross-tied. So we can clip her feathers. So we'll see. Hopefully she'll be a bit better today. We've got our horse next to distract her as well, so hopefully we'll have a better time today. We'll see. She's nice and chill so far, so we'll see. So we just pretty much got going and she swiped forward and kicked the clippers, and now they're dead. And now you look ridiculous. Look. Ridiculous. So with Blossom, sorry, escaping clipping. I'm now going to do a bit of lunging, so I'm going to land a splash here. Only really a bit of walk and trot just to get him moving for today, because it's day off riding, but it's in the lunge. So let's get him going. Yes, so in the 10 years I've been riding, I've never used a preserve before, so I'll do a quick how-to from Beatrice. So he's all done now, so we're going to head to the arena to lunge. So Splash is a 9-year-old skewbald Irish cob, and he is a bit of a superstar here at Ebony. You might have noticed him if you have followed Ebony for a while. You would have seen him on our Instagram pages. He's been on Blue Peter. He's actually won Inspirational Animal of the Year last year, so he's actually even got a trophy of his own. So yes, he's definitely a bit of a superstar and he knows it. He's a definite favourite amongst the volunteers, members and staff here. He's just such a star. He really is making a splash here in the club. So we're going to just get started with our lunging. So next up I had to lunge Joe, who is a 13-year-old Irish cob, and despite being the biggest horse at Ebony, he is also the gentlest. He is such a sweetheart and such a sensitive soul. He is so great to work with and he's just really lovely to handle in general. He's absolutely fantastic to ride for all of our riders, no matter their ability, and he's always a favourite to go for a lot of our members. While I was lunging Joe, Beatrice and the volunteers got the yard all finished up, so all I had to do was put Joe in his stable for the evening. With Joe all tucked in, all that was left to do was lock up and then head over to the yard to go and do Marley. So that is work done for the day, so now I'm going to just head over to go and do Marley. Hey. Hi. So I just got onto the yard, but luckily I messaged ahead and got one of the girls to bring Moomin in for me, which is really handy because I just finished a bit late today, so I've got here really late. So I'm just gonna pull him out now and go and feed him on the yard so I can mark his stable out without him getting in the way. Yes. So I just popped down to get my phone and left him outside the stable. You are too clever. I do need you out here. You cheeky monkey. I've just gone and grabbed Marley because he's just finished eating. Here he is. And I've just got his fresh bedding in for him. Right, go on then. Come on then. Now you don't want to go in. Now you're allowed to go in. And so he's having a day off today because he lunged yesterday and did some canter work and it was really good actually. Got a bit sweaty. So he's having a little day off today. So I'm going to give him a quick groom. And it's going to get a bit colder tonight, so I'm going to put on some PJs and then he's done. You going in? I've got nothing. I don't have anything. I know, I told you. It's just a boring hand. Boring. I haven't got anything. Right. Well, I've just tied him up because I really quickly need to spray the bed. I just wanted to get him in because he's getting a bit impatient. Let's go, spray. I remember when I used to groom this horse religiously, like, he was never dirty. And now there's mud. There's actually mud in it. And back in the day I would never allow it, but I'm a full-time horseman now and I have a full-time job. So grooming has been a little bit lax lately, but I don't mind. It does mean that when I do have a good groom, it's a nice, rewarding good groom because he gets so clean. Not mine today, I'm just going to do a quick one. Right, quick flick with a dandy. Then get to the camera. So before I put his pyjamas on, I'm going to take a quick photo in his new sage head collar because I got some yesterday, but they weren't the best. So we're going to get some more. Yes? Okay, just a minute. You're not free yet. Don't wonder why. So I was very lucky to win this in a raffle, and it's the first thing from the new collection that I have. I wasn't entirely sure on the sage, but now I've seen it on him. I love it. So I'm probably going to get the saddle pad so that you have a sage saddle pad too. I did want the Azure, like I've been obsessed with Azure since I came out, so I will be getting that one as well. But I think Sage might also be on the list, in which case I might as well get all three. So we'll see if that happens. I'm trying to be good, but it's very hard to resist them. Oh, I'm getting licks now. I don't get bitten anymore. Thank you. Right, let's take some pictures. So I'm actually going to put your rug on first because I'm not convinced that you're going to stand this still. Right, I'm actually going to put his rug on first because what are we going down to? 1. Right, we're going to put some water on. Didn't look under there. No. No. The worst thing I ever taught this horse was that you could reach his chest, because now when I'm doing his rugs, he does this, and then I can't do anything. Because his face is in the way. Marley, what are you looking at me for? No. I don't want you to touch your chest. Ugh. 1. Because I suppose we're going down to 1 today, which is chilly. But we don't really get that cold, do you, Newman? And he's still, oops, sorry. He's still very fluffy. Right, so that's Marley all done for the night in his pyjamas. So I've put on just a little waffle rug underneath this Premier Equine multi-buster, which will keep him nice and warm. He doesn't really get too cold, and obviously now he's inside, he shouldn't really feel the cold that much. His stable's actually quite sheltered, so we don't really feel the cold in here, do we, Moomin? No. So I'm going to really quickly do these photos, because he's desperate to eat and he really wants to play with his ball, which I keep stopping him from doing. And then that'll be me heading home at last. I feel like I've been out for ages. So I've just got home, and the first thing I'm going to do is make myself some dinner because I'm absolutely starving. So because I go straight to the yard from work, I have lunch at work, but other than that I don't really eat anything until I've got home, so I'm usually pretty hungry by the time I get to the yard anyway, and I've got to do all my jobs as well. So I'll quickly have some food, and on the menu today we have got pasta and sauce, because I'm just in one of those rushy moods where I really, really don't want to cook. You know when you're really hungry and then you've got to cook and wait for your food to cook, and it's just like, ugh. So I'm going to make this really quickly because it's a nice quick thing to make, and then at least I've got something in my tummy. And normally I'd have to make my lunch for the next day as well, but tomorrow I'm going to have pizza, and that's like a little frozen pizza thing that I've already got in the freezer, so I haven't got to cook anything, thankfully. So I'm going to quickly put this on, have some dinner, and then get on with my evening. So while that's cooking, I'm going to go change into something a little less horsey and a little bit more comfortable. That's better. So I've just got to quickly change, and I just finished, well, dinner's finished there, so I'm going to just quickly tuck into that. But before I finish off for the day, I'm going to do some quick life admin. So I've just got my laptop out here. I'm going to do some budgeting because I've realised that I get paid in about a week, and next month is going to be quite an expensive month for me, so I want to make sure that I've got everything laid out. I do like having a plan in place. So Marley actually turns 4 next month, which means he's going to be coming back into proper work. So he is being ridden at the moment, but the most he's doing is about 30 minutes a week, so he's doing like 10 minutes hack 3 times a week. And that is as and when he needs it, because he just gets a little bit bored sometimes. So he's not doing anything major, but he will turn 4 in April, and that's when we can start doing a bit more actual proper work. So I do plan to bring him back into what I would call full work. Again, it won't be much more than he's doing now, but we'll just start doing longer hacks, and I'll be in the saddle a bit more. So I want to make sure I get the physio out just to check him over, make sure he's happy before I get on. I want to get him a new saddle, so I need the saddle fitter out to do that. and he needs to be shod before he's ridden properly, so he needs shoes on. So that's Faro cost there. So like I said, quite an expensive month, and I've got some other bits and pieces that I'm planning on doing with him as well. So yeah, money gonna be flying out the window. So I wanted to get a budget in place so I can make sure I know what I'm doing, how much I'm spending, and make sure everything is all organised. So while I'm doing that, I'm going to very quickly just put on some TV. I like to watch TV in the evenings after work, just to like wind down before I go to bed. So I've currently put on there, you'll see the Marvel logo. So I'm actually a massive Marvel fan, and I just noticed that the new mini-series that they've done, The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, is out on Disney Plus. So I'm going to watch that very quickly. And yeah, that's going to be my evening. So let's get stuck into that. Right, that's my budget pretty much done as much as I can for now, so I'm going to just finish watching the show. It's actually pretty late at this point, so I'm probably going to head off to bed in a bit. So that's pretty much all for my day, guys. I really hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please like and subscribe and drop me a comment. I'd love to hear from you guys and see what else you want to see from me, because I'm trying to do things a little bit different, as you might have noticed. But for now, wherever you guys are, I hope you have a good day, night, evening, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!